So, Travis, welcome back to Europe. How is daddy life going?
Oh, it's going really good actually, and since about 4 months in, it's been a lot of fun. Like at first, I'm still a kid, so with a kid I was very nervous, but now Addie's pretty durable. She likes to ride on front of four-wheelers, and she's cool.
So it's 3 kids back home now, you and 2 daughters?
Yes, yes. Well, we have one that's on the way, should be February. So.
Oh, okay, it's coming, yeah. And being a dad, do you hold back a little bit more compared to earlier days, or risk more?
I wouldn't say either. I definitely, there's more responsibility now, but my responsibility to Nitro Circus isn't to be the guy that goes out and does the craziest stuff, but it's the guy that facilitates it. So my job is to find the craziest, best of the up-and-comers and to provide them with, okay, come over to my house. Like, so Lindsay's always like my wife. She goes, there's so many people always at our house, but it's so much fun because we're always building ramps. Every day we're home building new ramps, testing new stuff, and getting the best in the world to see what we can do.
Perfect. You're pretty busy. You ride motorcycles, you race cars and stuff, you take care of the Nitro Circus, you produce videos. How would you call your job description? What's your main job?
I lost track of what I do for a living a long time ago, but that's the beauty of Nitro Circus, is that I never really had to grow up. And as long as I keep waking up with a passion, for me right now, my passion is to try to build the ramps and then kind of help progress action sports, because I feel like with the X Games and everything, the ramps have been very standardized, which is awesome for competition, but freestyle was built on freedom. Doing whatever you want, finding jumps, the stuff that, we always used to do, and I'm trying to take it, not to say take it back to that, it'll keep everything else going, but with Nitro Circus to be able to get back to the roots a little bit.
Yeah, you just said it, you build new ramps, there's a lot of people coming to your house. I know, like, we've seen the big bag jump you've built, yeah. So what crazy idea was it? And I've also heard that you kind of start like building up athletes for the Nitro Circus tour, because there's more and more tours going on and you need more athletes.
There's so many tours, and we started out and we had 8, 10 guys that were in action sports that were part of the Nitro Circus, and we just keep recruiting. And it's funny because we picked some guys out off of YouTube. One guy, Brandon Schmidt, was a Woodward camp guy, and he did his own video and he put it on YouTube. He says, please, I want to go on Nitro Circus. And you get a lot of videos, but this one made it to Lindsay, my wife's Facebook, and she looked, she's like, Travis, he's better than any of you at all of these sports. I was like, all right, bring him on.
Tell us more about the back jump. How tall was it, and what's the jump size, and what's possible about it?
Well, everything's possible, but like Thomas Paget said, I was sitting at the bottom of the ramp. It's a 37-foot tall takeoff ramp at 82 degrees, so almost vertical. And you hit it at 60 miles an hour, about 55 at the top, and you fly 100 feet above ground level. The bag is set 50 feet above ground level, and it's a 12-foot bag. So you're dropping 40 feet to the bag still. And we're doing all this cool stuff, and then we think about it, and we all looked at each other. It was Thomas Paget, me, and Josh Sheehan. We're like, all right, great, we've done these tricks now. Who wants to take this to landing? And we're like, fuck, this is going to be
That
tough.
would have been my next question. I mean, you've tried triple backflips, I think, into the back jump, and everybody tried and pulled kind of crazy stuff into it. But will those tricks ever be ridden out on dirt or a racy pit or something like that?
The beauty of where I am right now is that with Nitro Circus, our job is to facilitate the biggest, the best, the craziest. And I have a budget to go, and that's why we started filming action figures. And just, kind of, hey, what do you need to do the craziest thing in your sport? What do you need to do the craziest thing in your sport? Well, I'm the moto guy, so I'm like, all right, I need bigger ramps, bigger bags. So now we have the flat bag, and we're going to invest in a bag that goes on a landing. So we'll jump to another bag that's on the landing, and eventually we'll pump that bag up so it's so solid that you can just ride right out. And eventually, maybe we'll take the bag away. Maybe.
Who knows? Yeah, whenever you're involved, progression seems to be involved, right?
So that's my goal.
What can people expect from the Moto Mayhem tour? It's a new theme for the Nitro Circus show, so probably people who have been at the Nitro Circus live shows before in Europe should definitely come back, right?
I'm really excited. I'm actually excited to see how it goes. We did our first test with these winch systems. So basically ski ropes, pulling guys up to speed on all the different contraptions. But the really fun thing that we've been working on is taking all these contraptions and putting big motors in them. So we have a Barbie car with a 250 motor. So it's like, whoop, whoop, and we just, guys looping out, and still got the plastic rear wheels, and we're jumping at like 50 feet. It's been so much fun just experimenting and crashing a lot, but you'll see a lot of crashing, a lot of carnage, hopefully some makes, and we hope you enjoy it.